Andrew is an American. He came to Vietnam during a volunteering trip, but later decided to settle in Hanoi. Andrew said he has met many friendly and hospitable local residents, and that's why he has become quite absorbed in exploring life in Vietnam. Andrew can find various things that can never be found in his home country, and he is so excited to indulge himself in the unique culture of a new place.
Vietnam is known primarily for two different types of coffee beans, Arabica and Robusta. Robusta is for a guy like me that enjoys a robust, aromatic, bold cup of joe. But Arabica is lighter in color, lighter in tasting, and even a bit sour. Hanoi's coffee cafes have become expert at blending the right ratio for their particular customers. Look at this. Drip, drip, drip. Oh, feel. Oh, very hot. This is very hot. Chocolatey, bold, aromatic, plastic stool, thin, drip, trendy. For me, these are the words that bring to mind Hanoi's unique coffee culture.
For Hanoians, drip filter coffee is the most popular drink. This kind of coffee is indispensable in every cafe in Hanoi. It's easy to come across a coffee shop on any pavement and in small alleys in Vietnam's capital city. So when did coffee first appear in Hanoi? That's what Andrew wondered when he had a talk with Nguyen Ngoc Thien, a writer of interesting books, telling real-life stories about Hanoi through different periods.
When did the very first cafes appear in Hanoi, and what were they like?
Quán cà phê đầu tiên ở Hà Nội là mở năm 1883. Người Pháp từng phục vụ trong một căng tin của quân đội Pháp ở Hà Nội. Khi nghỉ hưu thì bà mở quán cà phê ở phố Polbet, nay thì gọi là phố Tràng Tiền. Đầu tiên quán cà phê này chủ yếu là phục vụ cho người Pháp, nhưng sau đó thì dần dần nó trở thành một cái nơi mà những người Việt Nam mà làm công chức trong bộ máy chính quyền của người Pháp họ cũng đến đó uống.
One of the most intriguing things I've found about Vietnamese coffee culture is this thin filter system and the drip method of making coffee. Was it the French or the Vietnamese that invented this?
Ra thì cà phê là do người Pháp đưa qua, và đầu tiên thì cái phin cà phê này nó là bằng sắt, cái giá thành nó rất là đắt. Sau đó thì có một người tên là Minh, nhà ông này, ông ở phố Hàng Thiếc, thì ông Minh nghĩ ra cái vật liệu bằng nhôm làm nó vừa nhanh hơn và nó rẻ hơn, và thập niên 30 thì bắt đầu ở Hà Nội là rất nhiều các cái phin cà phê này bằng nhôm do người thợ thủ công Hà Nội làm.
How does coffee play a role in Hanoi's culture in general?
Trước kia người Hà Nội cũng như nhiều vùng miền ở Việt Nam là chủ yếu là uống nước chè, hay còn gọi là nước trà. Nhưng mà bây giờ thì Hà Nội thì cái số người uống nước trà chỉ còn là những người cao tuổi, và lớp trẻ bây giờ vào quán thì phần đông cũng uống cà phê. Và như vậy có thể nói là trong quá trình nghiên cứu về Hà Nội và nhận thấy cái sự thay đổi của Hà Nội, thì tôi thấy một cái điều rất ngạc nhiên là cà phê đã trở thành một cái thứ nước uống phổ biến ở Hà Nội ngày hôm nay.
Would you consider yourself a coffee addict?
Tôi là người nghiện cà phê. Bây giờ thì một ngày tôi uống một lần, nhưng hồi trẻ hơn thì là một ngày 2, 3, 4 lần tùy theo.
With diverse and unique brewing methods and styles of drinking, Hanoi's coffee culture has offered Andrew various interesting experiences during his journey to find out his favourite taste and style. Located in a small alley in Hanoi's Old Quarter, Giang Cafe is the place that created the world-famous coffee drink.
Wow. Just getting here is part of the fun, walking down a dark alley. And now that I'm inside, I can see the place is bustling with customers. What cafe trung?
Please.
I'm here at Cafe Jiang, which has been in the Hanoi institution since 1926, to enjoy a Hanoian egg coffee. Thick, rich, oh, smooth, delicious. This is a very unique cup of coffee. You can't get this anywhere else in the world. Delicious.
Egg was more available than condensed milk in Vietnam during the war, and so to satisfy the demands of coffee lovers, a Hanoian whisked egg yolk to create a stiff mixture in place of milk, and then mixed it with coffee. That was Nguyen Van Giang, the founder of this coffee shop. After he passed away, his children are now succeeding him, and they can still maintain the uniqueness of their long-standing egg coffee recipe compared with other coffee shops.
Nó khác hẳn là vì nó có bí quyết và có cha truyền con nối. Tại vì trứng nó phải có bí quyết thì nó mới khi đánh lên nó mới vừa thơm này. Nếu mà uống kia có thể nó có cả mùi tanh nữa, không thể uống được.
Whisking egg yolk so that coffee drinkers enjoy every last drop in their cups is Yang's family secret to success. Egg coffee can be served hot or with ice, depending on the season. This is also the best-selling item in this coffee shop.
Flavor of egg coffee.
For me, the standard hot Vietnamese coffee is too sweet, too much condensed milk. But this, it sort of evens it out, so it's the nicest coffee that I've had.
Egg coffee has really become a hot topic in Vietnam, as many famous YouTubers and foreign tourists describe it as a liquid tiramisu.
It seems like every coffee shop in Hanoi has its own secret techniques that keep its customers coming back for years. I've been told that some add things like chicken fat or butter or even fish sauce, if you can imagine, to their beans after roasting. Could that be true? And if so, why? Well, I'm here at a shop that has kept customers coming back since 1926 to find out if this is true. They must be doing something right. Let's check it out.
The soul of this coffee shop is its hand-roasted coffee beans in a wood-fired oven. This method of roasting coffee has been maintained through several generations of the coffee shop's owners.
Rang củi bao giờ cũng có khói và cái than và cái khói đấy bay lên trên cái không gian này, và khi ta đổ cà xuống thì hơi khói nó hấp lại ở trong cái hạt cà. Cà phê có một chút vị thơm của than và vị cay nồng của khói tạo lên cái ly cà phê nó rất là đượm.
According to Tin, the current owner of Thai Coffee Shop, roasting coffee in its wood-fired oven is a handicraft that requires the workers to be focused and sufficiently experienced. Currently, Tin and one of his nephews are the only family members who can do this job.
Trước khi rang là ta đánh giá xem độ ẩm, màu sắc hạt cà này để ta quyết định là cho lửa nhanh hay là lửa chậm. Thì ta nghe cái tiếng cà phê va đập vào tang cối, ta biết là cà phê nó đã bắt lửa đến đâu rồi. À, cay mắt quá.
Mr. Ting and his nephew do this for up to 8 hours a day. Can you imagine what it's like in the summertime? It must be like a sauna up here.
And here it is, as you can see. It is true that some butter is mixed with roasted coffee beans while they are still hot. Only butter, no chicken fat or fish sauce. Because according to Tin, melted butter forms a thin layer coating the beans so that they look glossier and their taste and smell remain longer.
The beans are snapping and crackling right out of the roaster, and the aroma is just heavenly. It's like waking up in the morning. It's like a giant cup of coffee.
Xin mời. Phải bẻ hạt cà ra. Ta nhìn nếu mà màu của hạt cà trong và ngoài như nhau thì là chín đồng đều. Mà ta đưa vào miệng ta nhấm kiểm tra xem là độ thơm này, vị đậm này, cái vị đắng của nó đã được chưa?
I can taste the smoke from the fire. I'm ready to enjoy one of my favorite beverages in Vietnam, café soda. Strong Vietnamese coffee with a big, thick foundation of sweetened condensed milk. That's always surprised me because the Vietnamese don't seem to really like things very sweet. Mr. Ting, what is the history of putting condensed milk into coffee here?
Oh, ok. Cà phê là có một vị đắng. Sữa thì là có một vị ngọt. Đó là sự cân bằng. Và trong ẩm thực của người Việt là bao giờ cũng lấy sự cân bằng giữa màu trắng và màu đen, giữa đắng và ngọt. Và khi mà nguội lên, ta sẽ nhìn thấy cái sữa nó tan ở trong cà phê rất là đẹp, và cái vị ngọt và vị đắng ấy, nó cân bằng với nhau.
I'm going to stir this up and watch it turn a beautiful light brown color. Look at that. Ah, delicious.
Hiện giờ vẫn có những người khách mà uống từ thời ông nội thôi. Tức là có rất nhiều người đã uống cà phê ở đây, người ta bảo là uống cà phê ở đây là uống 3 đời ở đây.
This has been such a different experience than in America, sitting at a Starbucks. For one thing, I'm here with a man that has owned a 100-year-old coffee shop, watching the world go by, enjoying this robust Vietnamese coffee. I have to admit, I've always been a cream and sugar kind of guy, but this condensed milk in iced Vietnamese coffee has really grown on me. Mr. Ting, thank you for a beautiful morning.
Thank you. Cảm ơn bạn.
Cảm ơn.
My name is Bien. I really like coffee. I want to hang around Hanoi, checking out different coffee shops because the coffee culture in Hanoi is very interesting and quite a lot of new coffee shops appear every day. The thing is, not many people know about that. So that's why we came up with Hanoi Hideaway as a blog and website that introduce different coffee shops in Hanoi. We found out that explore Hanoi through coffee shops actually is quite a good way because you can see the story behind that.
Like many young urban dwellers, Bien is fond of visiting new and modern cafes that serve Western-styled specialty coffee and boast beautiful spaces and decor.
Now, so try it and see. Let's see if you know anything.
Almost nutty. What is in here?
Maybe you're right. Normally, the cappuccino, they use cow milk, but this one they use nut milk.
Nut milk.
Yeah, so the idea of the coffee here, especially Western coffee, that the owner want to serve the people who are vegan.
I see.
So the vegans, they don't want cow milk or whatever. So this one is really good alternative for them. So
Well,
I think this is the only one coffee shop in Hanoi. It's the only coffee shop in Hanoi.
This is the only
doing this,
one?
Yeah.
Wow. Now that you mention it, I noticed that if this is cappuccino, it doesn't have the creamy froth that cow milk would have.
Yeah.
What are some of the other interesting aspects that set this cafe apart?
So the owner of this place is a singer.
A singer?
Yeah, that's a young, very famous but indie singer and songwriter as well. He built this place not only for kind of singing Korea or something like that, but it's more about, sustainability. All the furnitures here actually recycle stuff.
Yes.
So all of them are old.
It has that look to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That bench over there actually, it was used to contain the rice. And then now they just put it upside down, and you can sit on that.
Oh.
And the one over there, outside, they put it normal position, but they grow some plants in there.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
As a first-time visitor, I feel very welcome here. It's a very exquisite residential feel to it.
Have you had anything like this in America?
I never have. We have nut milk, almond milk, cashew milk, and I have had it on breakfast cereal before, but never in coffee. Very different.
Yeah.
Cafes opened as a common gathering place for people who share the same interests are becoming a growing trend in Hanoi. Excluding the first floor of this cafe, you may think that you're visiting a gallery exhibiting contemporary artworks. There are many impressive masterpieces here.
The small shop that we're standing here now
Yes.
is selling artwork by Vietnamese contemporary artists. So
Oh.
by doing that way, we support the local Vietnamese artists, also support ourselves
Fantastic.
as the independent artist.
So this is a little retail space here,
Yes,
if you will.
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
How often do your exhibitions change?
Every month, one exhibition, a few contemporary music concerts, one or two film screening, and about several talk and book launch.
Oh.
Yes.
About how many Vietnamese artists are represented here?
Yeah, that's a lot. Actually, we work with about more than 200 Vietnamese artists.
200?
Yes.
Wow.
All over Vietnam, Hanoi, Saigon, Huế.
Manzi is an interesting name. What is the significance of that?
Manzi, actually, in English, it should be something like primitive. Or
Primitive.
barbarians.
Or barbarian?
Yes. But for us, Manzi means independence.
Independence.
Yes. It means that we independently operate, and we also want to promote the way that Vietnam, the art in Vietnam should be seen like independent entity.
What's really unique about this place is it's not only a gallery, a place for young Vietnamese artists to display their work, but it's a coffee shop too. How unique is that in Hanoi?
I think it's unique in Hanoi, and the reason for combining two in one like that, because there are two reasons. The first thing, we are an independent art space, so in order to survive, we need to be sustainable and to be self-sustained.
Okay.
Yeah, to earn money for ourselves, to cover all the costs. So that's the reason why the coffee shop come up.
I see.
And the second thing, we want to make the art accessible for everyone. So by doing a gallery or the exhibition space and the art space, but also giving a free access to everyone who can come here. So the only way in Vietnam at the moment right now, I think, is to make them feel that the art is not difficult to access. Come here for coffee and you can see the art surrounding.
Okay.
So that's the two reasons.
Very good.
Yeah.
Cafes introduced by Bien have exposed new aspects of the local coffee culture to Andrew. It not only includes stories about drip filter coffee and recipes passed down from generation to generation, but also reflects the cultural and spiritual life changes in Hanoian lifestyles in modern times.
It's very unusual. There's a lot of great things in here, but this really caught my eye. A piece of an ancient city gate, piece of architecture from history, And I like the way this looks like it's broken inside. Maybe that's part of the message that the artist is trying to convey. Nostalgia seems to be a feeling that's growing in Hanoi these days. With ever-increasing cultural influences from the West, people in the capital city long to go back to a life that is hard but simple, if not poetic. A number of restaurants and cafes are capitalizing on this demand by offering their customers turn-back time decorations and themes.
Hello.
Xin chào.
Hello.
Being created based on an old apartment in an old building, the Zoom Subsidy Era Cafe recreates the life and atmosphere of Hanoi before the Doi Moi renovation. The menu board is written in the style of a state-run trading shop. Curtains with colours and details of the old time and the typical living space of any Vietnamese families in the subsidy era can all be found here.
A typewriter.
Yeah.
Oh, that is definitely an antique.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Đây là những cái chiếc tủ mà hầu như là nhà nào cũng có một chiếc, vừa để trưng bày vừa để đồ. Trên mặt này chúng ta có thể để những cái cassette, những cái tivi, và chỗ này có thể để quần áo. Thời bao cấp ngày xưa đó là cả một cái thế hệ và rất nhiều người Việt Nam đã từng sống qua. Ngay bản thân tôi cũng đã từng sống qua một số năm sống qua trong cái thời gian này bao cấp này. Tôi muốn rằng là từ những cái không gian ngày xưa đó con người sẽ gần gũi nhau hơn, khiến cho khách hàng khi ngồi đây là người ta sẽ hồi âm về những cái thời mà người ta đã sống qua những cái thời bao cấp.
I understand that your customers like to come in and dress up and take photos. Do you charge extra for that or is that part of the experience?
Hoàn toàn là miễn phí.
Oh, very
Tại vì
nice.
khi mà tôi mở quán này là mình đã tập trung vào kinh doanh vấn đề là đồ uống, tạo ra không gian khách hàng đến trải nghiệm và chụp ảnh.
I love the atmosphere. It's cozy, inviting, hospitable. Today, Mr. Zoom is going to give me a new experience. He's going to take me back to the subsidy era of Hanoi when coffee beans were a luxury item to the people of Hanoi. And they went through a meticulous process to brew their coffee. So take a look at what we have here. We've got a small pot of water, oil burner. Take a look at these cups. An antique coffee grinder.
Những cái này thì thời bao cấp thì nhà nào cũng có, và chiếc bếp dầu này là rất là quan trọng trong cái việc là nấu nướng cho tất cả mọi người. Đun sôi cái nước này lên. Ngày xưa thì cà phê hầu như là mọi người, những cái gia đình mà có người quen hoặc là được cho tặng những cà phê ở trên vùng Đắk Lắk hoặc là Tây Nguyên, thì khi về là cà phê là nguyên hạt. Mọi người là thường là tự rang bằng chảo, sau đó là xay bằng những cái máy xay cá nhân như này để ra được những cái bột cà phê như này. Can you smell? Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Beautiful.
Chúng ta sẽ cho cà phê ra một cái vải xô để cho cái bột cà phê nó không bị rơi ra. Ngày xưa thì tôi còn bé, tôi đã từng nhìn bố tôi pha cà phê cho khách uống, cũng làm theo những cách như này. Khi nước sôi, cho cà phê vào. Ngài đã nhìn thấy những cái hạt cà phê và nó đã phôi ra những cái nước cà phê. Tôi đậy nhẹ vào. Sau đó là giảm lửa.
Oh, smells heavenly. There is no way modern society would ever take the time to brew coffee like this.
Chỉ vào khoảng 1 đến 2 phút là chúng ta đã có thể uống được cà phê rồi. Phát kiệt. Như này là ngài đã có thể thưởng thức được một ly cà phê. Tất nhiên là khi mà pha cà phê bằng cách này thì nó sẽ loãng hơn một chút so với cái cách pha phin truyền thống cũng như là bây giờ làm, nhưng mà các cái vị cà phê, cái hương vị cà phê mộc cũng như là các cái hương vị cà phê nó vẫn được giữ nguyên, và rất là phù hợp với cả những người nước ngoài mà uống theo những cái cà phê máy. Xin mời.
Wonderful. Hot but wonderful. Actually eaten the coffee beans. You're chewing on them.
Cà phê khi mà chế biến dạng như này thì sẽ giữ được những cái vị mộc.
Thank you. Cảm ơn.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking me back in time. It was an awesome experience.
Cafes, decorated with subsidy-era style in Hanoi, are worth a visit if you're interested in the culture and lifestyle of a significant historical period of Hanoi.
Just like its cultural landmarks, coffee is an indispensable part of the capital city's culture. Whether you are watching your coffee brew one drip at a time from a plastic stool on a sidewalk, or enjoying it topped with frothy egg yolk in a hip and trendy cafe, it is clear why expats and foreigners find Hanoi's diverse coffee culture so endearing. It is an aspect of capital life that is sure to continue evolving right along with the lives and the tastes of the Hanoian people. For Vietnam Discovery, I'm Andrew. Thank you and Tam Biet.